Hello everybody! Today we're going to be going over a guide and a build for Lunara, probably one of my favorite characters. And so this is a chick where she's a ranged assassin, and I can't stress that enough, ranged. So you don't want to be close to anybody by any means necessary. That's just bad positioning if you're getting in the melee range of anybody. But the cool part about her is she can slow, and she has the range to basically wear them down. She's a damage over time character. She's not necessarily going to burst you down. She's just going to slowly wear you out over time, hence damage over time. So for her abilities, I kind of want to first start with her trait. So basic attacks and damaging abilities deal damage over time. So really anything you attack with or do your moves with is going to apply poison to them. So for the first one of your Q, after 0.5 seconds, it's going to be a little bit of a delay. It causes an area to explode with pollen dealing 160 damage. So it's kind of like an AoE explosion of poison that basically attaches poison and does damage. Pretty simple, right? Crippling Spores. This is kind of good if you have any enemies that already have poison on them. You can press your W and they're slowed by 40%. And what else? And this duration is increased by 3 seconds. So you get a little bit longer poison damage on them and they're slowed. The Wisp is basically some little ghost thing, I suppose, or head of something that basically allows you to see vision and you can redirect it and stuff. And her two ultimates, Thornwood Vine is all right. I hardly ever pick it. It just, like I said, sends forth vines that deal 164 damage to all enemies in a line and has 3 charges. It's just a little bit more damage, but I think getting this over Leaping Strike is not really a good idea, because Leaping Strike is basically an escape with a side of damage, not damage, really. Don't think of it that way. Think of it as, if you got to use this, you're probably going to have to escape, but at least you have some damage that you can kind of use, and then if you hit him with your damage, or if you hit him with your ultimate, you get away, and then you press W to slow him down, and 9 times out of 10 you can usually escape. This is a little slippery chick right here. So moving on to talents. So number 1, I've kind of experienced with some of these the most, and I really like this one here, Natural Perspective, because I mean it reveals your enemies. It's not the greatest thing. It's good for cloakies, but I mean this Blossom Swell, it seemed kind of underwhelming. This one also seemed underwhelming, and this one seemed even more underwhelming. Like, I don't really know why you'd pick these over Natural Perspective, because you get more vision. Level 4. This one really, I think, kind of depends on you and how your game style is. For me personally, I like to go the Wisp move speed and vision. It moves a little bit faster, and you get to see a little bit more. Kind of cool. You can kind of look through these, but I mean, these aren't going to drastically change the game, I don't feel. Number 7, now this kind of depends on what kind of map you're playing. First off, I probably would never go this one. Siphoning heals Lunara. I mean, you shouldn't be in an area to get hurt in the first place. So not a good idea to pick this one, I feel. Wild Vigor. So using Crippling Spores increases damage of Lunara's next basic attack by 50%. Or next 4 basic attacks. I mean, that's pretty good. You know, it's not a bad one. I think it's definitely one of the contenders. This is kind of if you want to go more DPS. But this one here at the bottom, I kind of skipped over this one because I never really ever picked this one. But Nature's Calling is really good because you can increase damage 150% to non-heroes. So really anything that's going to be like a map objective, you know, if you have like an immortal pushing or you're going for camps or anything like that. So anything that's non-hero, you get 150% extra damage, and it's a really good one, which brings to my point of her best map is probably Battlefield of Eternity, because you have this here. You can basically burn down the immortal once you guys are fighting, or if the enemy team gets it, you can take care of their immortal pretty quickly too. Number 10, like I was saying before, Leaping Strike. Always go Leaping Strike. If you're following my advice, that is. Number 13, Unfair Advantage is a really good one. So Nature's Toxin deals 50% more damage to heroes that are slowed. So once you slow them and you keep hitting with your basic attack, that's basically gonna hurt quite a bit. And then Giant Killer is also a really close contender. I usually go Unfair Advantage, but if they got like a Cho'Gall or some guy with a lot of health, then I'll go Giant Killer, and that melts them pretty quickly. You know, the tanks will think they're all the shit trying to attack you until you hit 13, and then they kind of have a fight going for them. Number 16. So this one, what was it? Choking Pollen increases Nox. Yeah, so where was the one? Yeah, this is the one to pick. Yeah. Choking Pollen. So increases Noxus Blossom damage by 125% against enemies afflicted with Nature's Toxin. I think that one's pretty good. This one also is really good too. Using Crippling Spores increases Lunara's basic attack range by 2.75 for 6 seconds. This is probably one of the best ones in her kit, mainly because she already has a good amount of range in the first place, and then once you hit W to slow them down, they're slower and you get even a longer range. So once you slow them, you can basically chase them down and stay out of their range and kill them. So 9 times out of 10, I'd pick this one. That one time of the 10th, I would have picked that one up there. Number 20. So this one I think is kind of up to you in the sense that I always feel personally that late game you want to stay alive as much as possible, because if you die, you're probably going to throw the game. So I kind of go Galloping trait in case anything happens. I can just pop that Z and get away even quicker. So if someone's coming up to gank me, I can hit my R, and you hit them with your ultimate, and you press W to slow them, and then you Gallop trait the fuck out of there. So basically that's what I would have done, and most of the time you're going to survive. So let's get into a game, and we'll apply all these settings.
The hunt is on.
All right, so here we are. We are on, what map is this? Cursed Hollow. So first thing I like to do is check if we have any cloakies, and what do you know? We do. We got a little Nova there. So I'm gonna go Natural Perspective. Nature's toxin reveals enemies for its duration.
The battle begins in 10
So a little couple things about Lunara. You should try to aim as being the most irritating piece of shit player you can be, because that's really how she is played. You know, you shouldn't be up close at all, and sometimes I'm guilty of it too if I chase and I get a little bit too greedy. But just try to avoid being in your face. You really want to just wear him down. Damage over time hero. Basically, you're the mosquito in their ear that you can never really get away. Wow, Tassadar. My god.
Not far enough.
That's unbelievable.
Regrowth. Let's go.
Okay, so you need to split. Zul's going up top. That's cool.
Time for some weeding.
There's Nova.
Intruders.
There is nowhere I cannot reach.
Well, fresh as a flower.
Fresh as a flower.
I just love watching them work. Nature reclaims all. A thorn in your side. I hear the call of Kalimdor. Regrowth. Taste my spear. Fine then. Intruders.
Choose a talent.
So for level number 4, I'm going to go with increased Wisp, move speed, and vision.
The forest fights back.
Hopefully we can sneak a tower maybe.
Well,
Probably not.
intruders.
Tomorrow might get that one. I'll get your hand.
Heroes, gather to
Nope, pushed too far. I'm
my
dead.
favor.
Not good.
You have been slain.
So probably have to give that tribute.
Life finds a way. I seek the enemies of the forest.
Yeah, we need to give that shit.
Right in the palm of my hand.
I seek the enemies of the forest. Intruders. Intruders. Well,
Hopefully we might be able to get this before
the
someone
forest
rotates.
fights back. Let's go. Intruders.
Choose a talent.
I'm gonna go non-heroes on this one.
I grow tired of your petty squabbling. Gather tribute.
forest fights
Earn my
back.
favor.
Growing strong. Intruders. Well,
Well done.
Double kill.
Yes, excellent teamwork.
Right, we got that.
Most
Try to rotate
excellent.
back down bot. Mama needs some nicotine.
this was never your
Oh, this
land.
piece of shit right here. Look at this.
Fine then.
Here's a bubble. There it is. And you are dead.
Enemy slain.
This was never your land. Think again before you trespass. I hear the call of Kalimdor.
Hopefully we can get this wall and this turret here.
Shall we see who gathers enough tribute this time?
I just love watching them work. Fine then.
What is happening
Choose
there?
a talent.
And leaping strike for number 10.
Nature reclaims all.
Might I suggest dodging? That was rather double kill.
Oh, that was a good one.
My fight isn't over. Let's go.
Looks like we got this one. That's good. And that top is almost down. I'm gonna go take care of that.
Well, this was never your land.
And with that talent on number 7, that Nature's Calling really helps clearing waves like that. You can usually do it
Taste
in
my
one take.
spear. Well, taste my spear.
Make them pay for that.
Well, at least we get mid for that. It was a good distraction, I suppose. If anything good came out of that.
I will show you a monster!
Gather tribute or face my curse. The choice is simple.
My fight isn't over. Let's go. Time for some weeding. Growing strong.
Lord. Yeah, we
Taste
need to
my
get that
spear.
shit.
I seek the enemies of the forest. I just love watching them wilt.
Talent? Ah, that seems generous.
So, for this one, let's see. Probably go Giant Killer.
Time for some weeding.
I'll put a little vision up there.
Growing strong. Taste my spear.
Gather tribute or face my curse. The choice is simple.
Fine then.
Wow, how that dude survived.
This was never your land.
So they're gonna be late to that, so we get the curse, fortunately.
I hear
Little
the
sippy
call
cup.
of Kalimdor.
My favor is yours, heroes. Your enemies shall fall.
Time for some weeding.
Fall demolished.
Nature reclaims all.
I say. Fort destroyed.
I've missed this.
Wow. Nice, good thing Tasser. Oh, yeah, Tasser's doing some good job.
I seek the enemies of the forest. This was never your land.
Hopefully, gives us a little
Where's
bit
the
to push
excitement?
back.
Time for some weeding.
Let the curse end. Until someone wins my favor
I
once more.
hear the call
that
of
is.
Kalimdor. Intruders.
Well done. Choose a talent. Excellent.
I don't know what she
Taste
was
my
thinking there.
spear
So, number 16.
for the wild.
I like the increased
That will
range
be
here.
good.
I'll kind of show you how that works here. So, like, if I get a hit on something like Sonya, right, I hit my W, and then I get the extra
I
range
just
right there, and that
love
will just
watching them
demolish.
wilt. Let's go.
Right in the palm of my hand.
And that's why the R is a good escape.
I just love watching them wilt. Nicely done.
A good kill.
Prolong your lives.
Double kill.
Time for some weed.
Well done.
I hear the call of Kalimdor. Time for some weeding. I hear the call of
So we do some good damage
Kalimdor.
there. Hopefully we can get one of these guys here.
Seize this mercenary camp.
So far, 3 deaths. Not the best. Not the worst. See if we can maybe get
I
some of these
just
guys.
love watching them wilt.
Maybe costly. Oh, sweet.
Where's
I'm
the
getting some help.
excitement? Intruders. Regrow.
I grow tired of your petty squabbling.
So satisfying.
Gather tribute. Earn my favor.
12 seconds. They cannot get this.
A thorn in your
Just
side.
fine.
Fine then.
Let's make some space.
Whoops. I got the boss.
Fresh as a flower. I just love watching them grow.
A good kill.
Yes.
Wow,
well
piece of shit.
The
Nature
curse
reclaims
falls
all.
upon you, heroes.
Get out of here. What is
A
it? Cat?
great stroke of luck.
We can
Intruders.
defend some of this shit. At least we have 2 lanes that are somewhat pushed. We're going to lose that bottom fort anyway.
Well? This was never
is this
your
anymore?
land.
Fort lost. Your fort has been destroyed.
Where's the excitement? Intruders.
They're coming down here in mid. Can maybe pick up this Nova if she keeps
It
attacking.
seems you've lost a fort. Your killing spree is over. My curse subsides. For now.
Eventually they'll probably do something stupid at the end of team out, like that Sonya going in that deep. Kind of risky.
The forest fights back. Let's go.
Enemy slain.
Taste my spear.
Another killing spree imminent by my cudgel.
Let's go. Time for some weeding. Ha. I seek the enemies of the forest. Nicely done.
Choose a
A
talent.
thorn in your side.
Level 20, a good one. Galloping Gait to increase your movement speed by 60% for 6 seconds.
Shall we see who gathers enough tribute this time?
Let's go.
There she is.
Well? I just love watching them do. You are one with the forest now. Where's the excitement? Intruders.
Yeah, health regen is stupid.
Time for some weeding.
It's an all-in move,
No,
and it didn't work.
gather tribute or face my curse. The choice is simple.
Somehow we still have 3 keeps, but we're gonna lose this one right here. Here comes Murky. Yeah, saw that shit coming.
I believe that keep was
For
yours.
the wild. Taste my spear. Nature reclaims all.
No one's
Shall
watching
we
Mark.
see who gathers enough tribute this time? I say.
Fine then. It's only what you deserved. Fine then.
That's a
thorn in
risky
your
move,
side.
but let's see if we can do it. High risk, high reward.
Well, this was never your land.
Here they
I
are
just
down here.
love watching them wilt. I hear the call of Kalimdor. I just love watching them wilt.
Need to get Wisp to keep.
For the wilds.
Well done. I grow tired
we got
of
to
your
keep.
petty squabbling. Gather tribute.
2 keeps, the
Earn
boss
my
up there.
favor.
Fresh as a cloud.
Destroyed. The enemy is
wild.
attacking your core.
A thorn in your side. We should bring this hero down.
Excellent. Well done.
Going strong.
Your enemies shall
Fresh
be weakened.
food for the plan.
Let them
Need to go back before I
Let's
die at
retreat.
this stage.
Your enemy has destroyed a keep.
Fine then. Intruders.
That was rather violent.
Excellent.
Seize this mercenary camp. The forest fights back.
Force these backwater mercenaries to
I
serve
hear the
us.
call of Kalimdor.
We're trying to push our boss.
Intruders. Time for some weeding. I seek the enemies
Someone
of the
get my
forest.
ally.
That was worth waiting for.
And so the curse ends. Perhaps now you realize its value, yes?
We're probably gonna get their camp.
I will renew these lands.
Force these backwater mercenaries to serve us.
Taste my spear. Regrowth. I hear the call of Kalimdor. The forest fights back.
It's a pretty intense game here.
Regrowth. A thorn in your side. Where's the excitement? This was never your land. I hear the call of Kalimdor. Nicely done. The forest fights back.
Enemy slain. Keep eliminated.
Press on to victory.
Still got some heals. Yeah.
Time for some leading.
That was rather violent. Double kill. Triple kill.
Tear down the enemy's core.
Kill this core.
Shall we see who gathers?
A little bit of a rough
tribute
game,
this
but
time?
hope you guys were able to
Killing
see that
spree.
build in action there. And last we'll review the,
Was there any
the build that we
question?
went.
MVP.
No love for Lunara. So this build we went here: Natural Perspective, Nimble Wisp, Nature's Calling, Leaping Strike, Giant Killer, mainly for the Sonya, Starwood Spear, that extra range there, and then the Galloping Gait. Whoa, and 80% for 6 seconds. I thought it was 60. Interesting. Even better. So yeah, that's the build I went. I think that one's pretty good. The only thing you can swap out is number 13, I think, for what was it? Yeah, number 13. You can also switch out to Unfair Advantage. Deals 50% more damage to heroes that are slowed, which really kind of brings them down. So thanks for watching the video. If you guys want to see any other hero reviewed, let me know, and I'll do my best to do it. Have a good day.